Pop the top, it's time for another video to drop, and today, bringing you guys episode 13 of the WWE 2014 series. This is Monday Night Raw, week 2 of February, so let's go ahead and get on into the show. We kick things off here. AJ Styles makes his way down to the ring, and basically he has a microphone in his hand now, and he says, "Alright, so on Smackdown, everyone that watched, you know that I was going to make an announcement before I was rudely interrupted by The Miz. So, I figured why not open up Monday Night Raw with this big announcement. Now, if you didn't hear what I said on SmackDown, it's pretty simple. I don't agree with this fact that Triple H has the right to choose our fate. Our by meaning us, the superstars, and you, the fans. So how about I choose my own fate? You see, at Royal Rumble, I won the Royal Rumble match, meaning I get to headline WrestleMania. But there was one man that did not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and I honestly feel like I didn't really win because of this. So right now, I would like to call out Daniel Bryan. And that's when Daniel Bryan's music hits. Bryan walks down to the ring, and now we have, for the first time ever in the WWE, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles staring down. And then AJ continues to talk once the stare down happens. Now, Bryan, I respect the hell out of you. You've known this ever since our days on the independent circuit. And that's why here tonight, I'm willing to offer you this match. At Elimination Chamber, I want to face you one-on-one. If you win, you get my Royal Rumble win. That means you get to face Randy Orton or any of the other 5 men in the Elimination Chamber at WrestleMania 30. If I win, well, I gave you the shot. I gave you the opportunity, and you have to respect me for that. And he extends his hand, and Bryan shakes his hand, and right as Bryan goes to say something, that's when we hear the music of the game, the CEO, the COO, Triple H. Triple H comes down to the ring. Well, actually, I take that back. Triple H comes down to the middle of the ramp and just, with a microphone in hand, goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." See, AJ, I know you're new around here, and let's be honest, you're kind of ranging in the B minus area of the players, but I'm not gonna have you face a D plus player on pay-per-view. But since all these people seem to think it's best for business, let's have this idea, shall we? I'll humor you. If Daniel Bryan can win his match tonight, I'll let Bryan have that match with you at Elimination Chamber, where he might get a chance of this boyhood dream to WrestleMania main events. But if Daniel loses at Elimination Chamber, I get to personally, the next night on Monday Night Raw, come out on stage, come down to that ring, stand in the ring. Bryan will come down to the ring, get into the ring, and he will grab a microphone and say that, yes, I am a D plus player. So with that stake on the line, Daniel, do you accept? And Daniel grabs the microphone from AJ and looks up and says, "You're sure right, I do accept, Triple H, because guess what, on Friday Night Smackdown, I don't think you remember, you said Brad Maddox was going to face me here tonight, so I'll gladly beat Brad Maddox down for this shot." And Triple H's face is just, oh my god, he's flustered. He forgot about the match completely. And this, my friends, got a 93A for the opening segment. I believe our best segment yet. We then go on to Leo Kruger defeating Camacho in 5 minutes and 26 seconds with the Kruger end. Nice little brainbuster finish, something for Kruger. He got a 36 D minus. We then have Leo Kruger take a microphone. "Let me tell you something. Kofi Kingston. You think, you think too hard. You think sneaking up on the hunter really works? Let me tell you, it doesn't work at all. So Kofi Kingston, I want to tell you a story about how now my next trophy, it might be you, but better yet, when I take you out, I'm going to go get your son, your baby, your 2-year-old baby, and I'm going to tell him a story with your dissevered head on my mantle. because that's what I'm going to do to you. For telling me that you think you can beat the hunter, you get embarrassed. But Kofi, don't worry, because I'll be a better dad than you ever. And that's when Kofi's had enough of hearing this. He runs down to the ring, slides into the ring, but he slides right into a big boot. Kruger absolutely destroys Kofi Kingston. He baited him completely in with the talk about his kid. And then that's when Kruger finally knocks basically Kofi out. He drags Kofi out of the ring, pulls up the ring skirt, pulls out the dolly, sets the dolly up, pulls Kofi onto the dolly, and basically ties him up to the dolly before wheeling him out. And this got a 71C+. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. We then go backstage. Triple H and Brad Maddox are in the office. Triple H is running down Brad about he needs to win tonight's match. He needs to win tonight's match. And Brad's in his gear, jumping up and down, saying, "I got this, boss. I got this. I'm not going to let you down. I'm not." And that's when we hear a door open, and in comes The Miz. Triple H, what do you mean? Come on, boss. What is this? What type of charade is this? Let's be honest. You know as well as I do. This fool isn't going to get the job done tonight. Do you really want Daniel Bryan in the main event of WrestleMania? Do you? Really? Because I sure as hell don't. I want to be the one in the main event of WrestleMania. I couldn't be in the Rumble either. Why does no one give me a shot? See, AJ might have beat me on Smackdown, but let me tell you something. It wasn't my fault that I lost the match. My hand, it was under the bottom rope. Go check the footage. Oh wait, that's right. No one has the footage because no one cares about The Miz. I've won the Intercontinental title as many times as I could count. I've been a U.S. champion. I've been a tag champion. I've been a WWE champion. I've main evented WrestleMania and defeated John Cena at WrestleMania. So tell me, Triple H, why am I getting looked over? I understand Daniel Bryan getting looked over. That's some indie schmuck from a bingo hall that you don't want main eventing. I've main evented before, and I sure as hell can do it again. So tonight, do the right thing. Take this fool out of the match, replace him with me. And then Triple H just stands there for a moment, nods his head, and says, "Miz, I respect the hell out of you for doing this. But tonight, I need to test him. You're not going to be overlooked anymore. The message is loud and clear. I have an idea." And as he says, "I have an idea," the cameras then pan out, and that's when the segment ends. 73B-. We then go on to the Shield versus the Usos, something to help out Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins defeats Jimmy Uso in 13 minutes and 54 seconds by God's last gift. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have great chemistry teaming together, so that's good. 69C+, not bad. After the match, though, Dean Ambrose goes on the microphone. You know, it's funny. It's really funny. Cody and Goldust have this weird dream. Hell, they have an American dream. Yeah, you see what I did there? You do. You do. I know you do. They have an American dream that they're going to beat these guys. See, no, the Shield's going to have these titles. We have all three. And when we have all three, we're going into WrestleMania, the most dominant trio professional wrestling has ever seen. And when we do that, it's not going to be funny. It's not. It's going to be exactly where we should have been. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's right. The Shield are the most dominant faction in the WWE. They're the most dominant faction in professional wrestling history." So why is it that some Dusty Rhodes rejects, some Dusty Rhodes kids from the side of a hotel, and as he's trashing Dusty Rhodes, that's when Cody Rhodes and Goldust hit the ring. They slide in, but the numbers game does come to hurt them. The 3-on-2 assault does come to hurt Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and the Shield take out Cody Rhodes and Goldust yet again, and they all three pose with the tag titles yet again. 72B-. We then have a video recap showing last week what happened with Brock Lesnar, Triple H, and Paul Heyman, as Triple H told Brock Lesnar at Elimination Chamber we will find out his opponent that he can choose. Anyone Brock Lesnar wants to face, it is up to him for WrestleMania 30. He has a guaranteed WrestleMania contract saying he can face anyone he wants. And I got a 75B-. We then kick the top of the hour off. John Cena making his way down to the ring. Getting in the ring and saying, "Last week, Triple H said that I had to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match." And that's perfectly fine. Because tonight, I am going to qualify for that Elimination Chamber match. I'm going to qualify for it right now. Anyone in the back who wants this opportunity to to maybe upset me and get themselves into the Elimination Chamber? Come on out. I'll make your day. And he throws the microphone, and then all of a sudden Rob Van Dam's music hits, and RVD comes out. So now we have John Cena versus RVD in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match set up. 84 B+, good stuff. We then have the match where John Cena defeats RVD in 12 minutes 25 seconds by pinfall with an attitude adjustment. This guy in 80B. Good stuff. Good stuff. But however, Triple H comes out on stage right as Cena's getting up from the win, and Triple H says, "Whoa, no, no, no. John, you may think you just qualified for the Elimination Chamber, but you didn't, sadly, because I didn't make the match. That wasn't an official match. This, though, this is an official match. Come on out here." Del Rio's music hits. Del Rio comes down to the ring, gets into the ring, and now we have John Cena, a wounded John Cena, versus Del Rio in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Just got a 98. We then had the match. And about that had superb wrestling and great heat. John Cena defeated Alberto Del Rio in 14 minutes 29 seconds by pinfall after he hit the AA. That wasn't a foreign object. I don't know why it did that. During the bout, we also had Batista distract Del Rio. And this happens because Batista comes through the crowd as Del Rio hits an enziguri on Cena. And Del Rio gets up and says, "It's my destiny to be the champion and go to WrestleMania." And that's when Batista slides over the guardrail. Hops over the guardrail, and runs right up to the apron and climbs up. And Del Rio and Batista are face to face. And Batista says, "Oh, really? You're going to go into the Elimination Chamber match? You're nothing more than a punk, kid. So you don't want to face me, do you?" And that's just distracting. The banner from Batista is distracting Del Rio. Del Rio turns right into an AA from John Cena. John Cena picking up the victory with a 79B for the match. Good stuff. After the match, though, Del Rio now is laid out. Batista and Cena shake hands. Triple H comes out on stage and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw it. These people saw it. John, you just cheated. Batista helps you win that match, but guess what? Guess what? You're not qualified yet either because of this. So on Smackdown this Friday night, I give you one last shot, John. It will be Batista versus John Cena. The winner goes to the Elimination Chamber match. Unless, of course, one of you decide to cheat. Now, don't cheat these fans again." And after that, Triple H walks out. Cena and Batista stare down, and they both look up at the WrestleMania sign. And that got a 91A. After this, we have Renee Young backstage interviewing Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan talks about the gigantic opportunity before him, where tonight, if he can, and he says he will, defeat Brad Maddox, then he gets to go on to the Elimination Chamber and defeat AJ Styles to headline WrestleMania 30. And this got a 68 C+. We then have the debut match of Alexander Rusev on Monday Night Raw as he defeats a local talent. And he defeats him in 2 minutes and 3 seconds by submission as Lana on ringside says, "Rusev, crash!" And Rusev locks in the accolade and basically pulls Teddy Boy over here all the way back, kind of like he did to Kalisto. And that got a 27E. He debuted as Badass Gimmick, very good. Good stuff. Lana did great work at ringside too. Good stuff. After the segment, we have Lana grabbing the microphone and Rusev standing tall in the ring. Lana grabs the microphone and says, Nimanya, Nimanya, my super athlete Rusev will become the top star in the WWE. Because Rusev is the Bulgarian brute for a reason. Rusev will crush all of you. Thank you for your time." As she drops the microphone, Rusev and Lana then exit the ring. The super athlete Alexander Rusev, the Bulgarian brute Alexander Rusev, has made his name known to the WWE Universe. This got a 68 C+. We then go on to AJ Lee taking on Rosa Mendez, where AJ Lee gets a quick win around 8 minutes long by submission with the Black Widow. This got a 51D+. Afterwards, Paige grabs the microphone and basically goes, "Paige, I want you to listen really clearly right now. I don't understand why you think you're better than me. You see, you were raised in this business. I grew up trying to scratch and claw my way just to get inside of a ring. You were born in a ring. I had to earn my way into a ring. But that doesn't matter, does it? No, because right now, you sure as hell have earned yourself in NXT. You are the NXT Women's Champion. But that is, of course, until I have this news to tell you. You're being stripped of that title because apparently you want to face me at Elimination Chamber for the WWE Women's title. And that's fine. That really is. I'll gladly beat you. So, Have a nice day, Paige, if you're listening to this. And just know, come Elimination Chamber, you're not going to stand a chance. And that got a 68C+. We then go on to see CM Punk and Antonio Cesaro, two men that will be competing in the Elimination Chamber match, walking backstage. Up next, they will face off. This got a 76B. We then have the match, and about that great wrestling and good heat, Antonio Cesaro defeated CM Punk in a very big upset in 14 minutes and 49 seconds by pinfall with a neutralizer. This got an 82B. Good stuff out of both men. CM Punk debuted a new comeback spot that got the crowd buzzing. His psychology will be helped by being able to use it as a go-to spot in the future. Good stuff. After this, though, we have the other two men from the Elimination Chamber match run down, and it becomes just a gigantic waylay of a brawl. All four men beating down each other. And as Orton doesn't come out, obviously, he's the champion. Why would he want to come out of this? And we don't know the fifth man. These are the only four men beating each other down from the Elimination Chamber match. This got an 84B+. Good stuff. 1 second. Complete turn. We're going to have Sheamus' turn here, as Sheamus was the first one to attack as he attacks Punk, and then Christian comes down to make the save. We then go on to Wade Barrett taking on Justin Gabriel in a match that... A decent match. We had a decent match where Wade Barrett defeated Justin Gabriel in 12 minutes and 6 seconds by pinfall with the waistline. This got a 69C+, just something for Barrett to get some momentum as he is looking to take on Big E Langston at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. We then see Daniel Bryan and Brad Maddox on screen walking towards the ring. Up next, we will have Daniel Bryan versus Brad Maddox. If Daniel Bryan can win, he gets to face AJ Styles at Elimination Chamber. And the winner will go on to headline WrestleMania 30. And then we have the match. An extremely short match. Daniel Bryan defeated Brad Maddox in 3 minutes and 51 seconds by submission with a cattle mutilation. And this got a 55C-. I'm being completely honest, I didn't expect this to do well at all, ratings-wise. So I'm pretty much expecting this show to kind of bomb because of doing this at the main event. But nonetheless, Daniel Bryan basically beats the hell out of Brad Maddox for 3 minutes and taps him out with the last minute of that match. After the match, though, The Miz slides in runs down the ramp, slides in from behind, and locks in a skull, goes after Daniel Bryan, cracking him in the back of the head, basically. He starts beating down on Daniel Bryan, goes to lock in a skull-crushing finale, but that's when AJ Styles hits the ring. It slides in to save Bryan, and Miz and AJ now go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And they're just brawling until finally Miz goes to throw a wild right hand at AJ Styles. Styles ducks, drop kicks Miz. Miz flies up and over the top rope. Maddox slides out of the ring at the same time. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan stand tall. They stare each other down, and they both look over at the WrestleMania 30 sign. And that is how we end Monday Night Raw. And we got a 74B-. This show increased our popularity in 14 regions and lost its popularity in 18 regions. But nonetheless, if you liked the video, leave a like. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, we have daily content with this series. But above all else, take it easy, guys.